Alex, it's great meeting you. I'm just curious, just wondering off the top of my head, because I'm still feeling it. I just dealt with the CCMAs, and I'm wondering, were you there in London for the CCMAs?
Yes, no, I'm glad you said that. I'm still recovering and catching up on my sleep. So,
Same? Okay, good. So it's not just me, because, oh my goodness. What a time. What were you doing during the CCMAs? Where did you go and what were you doing?
yeah, wow, it was incredible. It was so nice to be amongst friends again and playing music. Um, I spent a lot of my time with the crew at the Blue Jay sessions.
Yes.
So we were at Union 10 Distillery, and it was honestly such a blast. We were doing songwriter rounds the whole time. So I was there trying to support as many friends as possible, as well as performing. And it was just a blast. So,
Just curious, did you get a chance to be at the show in the audience or anything like that? Or did you stick around long enough for, even though there was no official after party, there were
right.
after parties?
There were definitely some after parties. I unfortunately I was traveling on the show night, but I got to go to the gala, which was incredible. I don't know if you were there,
I
but
was there. I was on table 31, so I was on the other side of
oh
it.
shoot.
So
Okay. Yeah. I think I was table 47, so I must have just missed you somehow, but
probably, but the food was really good.
I know. And it felt really, really suiting for a country awards dinner to have two proteins.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. So yeah, just a blast. But I'm,
It was
like I said,
awesome.
I am feeling it. I wish we could have ran into each other, because probably then we could have talked about what we're going to talk about after 31, new single.
Yeah.
Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
And just congratulations on your career. How does it feel being part of this great community of Canadian country artists? Because it's like this bubble that just is about to explode, because everybody's so damn good.
It's incredible. I feel just super honored, you're right, to be part of this community. And the talent is out of this world. There's just so many artists who are breaking and making names in Canadian country music that I'm just incredibly floored and honored to be part of this crew. It's pretty cool.
It definitely is. Look, we're going to talk about the single in a second. I want to get to the love of music when it all began. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Calgary is home.
Yes, Calgary, you're
Okay,
right.
so where did that all begin? And was it always country music that you were into?
Yeah, I think when I started at a really young age, I was really lucky to be exposed to so many different styles of music. I grew up in a large family, so a lot of entertainers. So we had, a lot of pop. I had a cousin in like a really cool 5-piece sort of Backstreet Boys style harmony group. um, and I've been lucky to been inspired by so many different styles of music. But as soon as I picked up a guitar in high school, it kind of came out country, the music while I was writing and the way that I was playing. But yeah, it's been quite a journey, and I've explored different genres too. So I spent some time singing a lot of R&B, a little bit of jazz. I was lucky in high school to sing with some jazz bands. So it's been a lot of different styles of music, but my heart always kind of lied in country, especially when it came to writing.
And I've noticed with your country sound, there's that I look at it as sort of like the 70s.
Right.
Um, why is
That's
that?
cool. I
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah. No, no, because it's people can say traditional. I mean, they're gonna call new country traditional 20 years from now,
Totally.
whatever. So that's why I have to say the 70s. Why that style in
Oh,
particular?
Rudy, I love that. I think that the 70s, my parents would have listened to a lot of that music and played it for us growing up. So I love that you said that. But I personally love, I love like hip hop. I love a good beat. So I always try to, include that in my own sound, that, a little bit heavier of a bass lick
Yeah.
and a good beat. And then my melodies definitely have a little bit more of that R&B influence, I would say, from doing it growing up. So I love that you said that. That's really cool.
It's so funny because those two genres that you talked about, the best storytellers to me when it comes to genres. What kind of stories do you like to tell in your music?
I think I love all stories. I think everything from a great love story to heartbreak can be really fabulous, especially if people can relate to it. But I'm really trying to stretch my new music and really just hone in on telling the stories that are true to my heart. So, this latest single, After 31, is one of those where I'm just really trying to share my own personal experiences through life and tell those kind of stories.
Okay, still gonna get to that, but I gotta ask though, do you have a drinking song? Have you written a drinking song?
Oh, I've written tons of drinking
Okay,
songs.
because the reason why I say that is you are not. I'm dead serious. You are not a country artist unless you've written at least one drinking song. Which is one of your favorite drinking songs that you've written?
Wow, that's a great question. I I think my favorite drinking song that I've written, it's probably one of my like, how do I say this, poorest written songs. Like, I was young when I wrote it, and but it's called Justice Ladies Tonight. You can find it on Spotify. I released it on an EP in 2013. But it's all just about, honestly, me and my girlfriends going out and drinking. So that song just brings back great memories for me.
Oh my God, somebody's gonna grab that song. They're gonna put it in some soundtrack in some movie or something like that. It's just
I'd love
throw it in
that.
Sex in the City since they've got the new series coming out and everything else too. So
Right.
we can
That'd be
throw it over
amazing.
there. But you're an award winner too, right?
Yeah, I've been really lucky this past year to have some success, especially here in the Alberta country music scene. So last year I was nominated for the Country Music Alberta's Horizon Female Artist of the Year. So that was a pretty cool nomination. And I also just was selected as one of the Project Wild Top 12 finalists, which is kind of amazing. I don't know if you're super familiar with the program, but it's a 1 in 12 shot at 100 grand. So that's pretty cool.
No, I am because I've spoken to other artists who have been part of that. So, and it's great to see these kind of programs happening, especially because what we've been going through for the last 2 years. How did COVID and the shutdown affect your career? Because it looked like you had a lot of momentum going on, but for a lot of people, the brakes were pulled.
Totally. I think at first it was really disheartening, especially going into it, finally feeling like you have some momentum and then having the whole world shut down. But I tried to just sort of push through that. So I still managed to release some music. And then I just kind of got excited about getting creative and sort of accepted the terms of being sort of stuck at home. And I rented a bunch of gear and I downloaded Logic and tried to learn, honestly, as much as I could, which was incredible because I think there were so many tools that I wasn't utilizing because it's so easy to make yourself super busy. And now I can record my own vocals, which is really cool, especially I'm a very passionate vocalist. So I'm very particular about the exact vocals I want to have. So I love that I can, do it myself a little bit. And, you know, I tried to keep that momentum going and hope that, coming out of it, I would find ways to, still have those opportunities, even though, we were looking at a whole new world.
Do you have a home studio now?
You're kind of looking at it. It's just my spare bedroom that I like
Yeah.
barricade off and try to soundproof it as best as possible. But I've sort of loved the recording process at home, so maybe I will invest in a legit studio.
Everybody's been so creative. I know a lot of people have used their closet on where they actually do the
Totally.
vocals and stuff. They've
It's
put
a great
the
idea.
sound foam and everything else out there too. So no, we had to be
Yeah.
creative. I mean, just doing this, you know, that's
Right.
yeah, it's the new world. So
It's the
let's
new
jump
world.
over because we did mention and we said the name of it a couple of times, but I want to make this part official. What is the
Okay.
name of the new single, and what is that single about, and how does it represent you and your part of your career today?
Oh, awesome. So yeah, the new single is After 31. And this one's a really special one for me. I wrote it with two other Canadian country artists who are incredible, Lydia Sutherland and Parker Gray. And, we were sitting in a sort of a similar call like this on Zoom and just chatting about, I think it was soon to be my 31st birthday. And I was being honest and just telling them, guys, I'm feeling really anxious about turning 31. I remember turning 30, and, it was honestly more of a celebration. It was exciting and really, just fun. And it didn't feel as serious as 31. 31 felt like, wow, I'm in my 30s. Like, what have I done with my life? But what was so cool chatting with Lydia and Parker was that at their own stages in life, they felt these similar feelings. And we got to chatting even further about how there are many stages in life where you do feel the pressure of, wanting to, get married or have a baby or achieve things in your career or achieve things personally. And it was so cool because, we sort of realized that it didn't really matter what age you were, you probably feel this kind of pressure, right? And we just sort of thought, if we can all relate to this, there's probably a few other people out there who can. Let's write a song about it. So that's where the song came from.
It's been many, 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 many years ago for me for 31, but yeah.
I don't believe that.
Oh, yeah, long ago. But, it's so funny because I remember when my dad was 31 and I thought, man, that's old, you know? And then you hit 31, you're just like, no, I'm still 16. No,
totally.
That's not supposed to happen. With a great single, EP or album following with this?
Yeah, so I've got that in the works. It won't be following this single. I've got a couple more singles that'll be follow-ups for 2022. But the goal is with this Project Wild program, it's incredible. We actually get to work on a full business proposal to help promote an album. So I'm really excited to get the tools, especially as an independent artist. I think we need as many tools as possible and as much, support and teammates as possible. So I'm really looking forward to having this opportunity to build this and then use that to launch the official album.
What are the plans for 2022? Meaning, of course, are you going to tour? And any chance you can be coming back to Southern Ontario?
I would love to. I loved Southern Ontario. I think I was surprised at how there's a pretty big country scene. So that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah. No, it really is. And of course, we got Boots and Hearts here. So
absolutely, I know.
Always remembering on that. Yes. I'm just curious, though, because as we speak, the holiday season, Christmas is coming. What are your plans for Christmas?
I just love spending time with the family at Christmas. I really try to I'll do kind of Christmas gigs up till about the second week of December. And then I usually honestly try to take the back half of the holidays off and just, spend some quality time with friends and family.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you on that. I'm trying to do the same thing too. That's why I'm so busy. And I actually, because of the CCMAs, I missed a week of my workout. So I'm just
no.
Yeah, so I'm just like, no, I got to go back on Monday. But then I'm thinking, but I still got to do this and that and everything else. So,
right.
Yeah, got to keep that routine going. Just curious also, too, because we're talking about Christmas. What would you say growing up was your favorite Christmas gift?
Oh, I love that. Honestly, when I think of what brought me the most joy, and this is sad because it's just a material thing, but my sister and I were super into Barbie. So like the Barbie dream house.
Oh, wow. Please tell me you still have it.
It's sad. I still have all my Barbies. I think I'm holding on to the hope that one day, if and when I have a family, that my kids will love them too.
No, don't get rid of them. Don't get rid of them. If anything, as you know, when time goes on, those things can be worth money too. So as you never know, you may have a special edition that's going to pay for a house. So
that would be pretty cool.
Hold on to it as long as you can.
As we are on that.
Great. As we go into 2022, I've been asking a lot of people this. 2019, started really, really tough on people, and people were like, "Man, let's get to 2020."
Right.
Got to 2020, was even tougher. People were like, "Get to 2021." We got to 2021. The waves were still high and crashing.
Right.
Now they're all thinking the same thing. 2022, let's get there. Yay. and it's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
What advice that you've learned over this time that you can give folks who are hoping that when the ball drops, the world changes and it's sunshine and rainbows and birds singing over your head?
Right. Oh, that's tough. I think I think if I could give any advice, it's just to remember to be grateful for your health and your friends and family's health, and to be grateful for, the positive things that have come out of a crazy couple years in the world. I think lots of positive change has been happening. So I think there's lots of things we can still be grateful for, and don't lose hope. Like, things like the CCMAs being able to happen in the way they did, gives us hope that, we're hopefully moving forward. So,
And part of that moving forward, CCMAs are in Calgary next year.
woohoo! Yes, can't wait. So we'll have to meet up then.
Yes, absolutely. Because I
Yes.
know the Blue Jay sessions is going to be happening because that's where it originated from.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to being down there, seeing you perform, us talking, doing interviews, and crossing fingers, more new music by then. Congratulations on the new single. Looking forward to everything you're doing in 2022. And like I said, cross fingers, Calgary. We'll be doing this again. Thank you so much.
That'd be awesome. Thanks so much, Rudy. It's been great.